Since most of you are already familiar with Cornell's Legal Information Institute, I'm going to point out the thing that I think is most valuable, period. I showed some of this in class the other night, but this is what I want you to take away. Go to Get the Law and Law by Jurisdiction. Let's choose State Law, and we're going to go to New York. Listing by Jurisdiction. Yes, they want a contribution. Yes, I think it's worth it. No, you don't have to. Click on New York, and you get a series of New York legal materials. Some of these are primary materials, some of these are secondary, and some of these are just plain old information. One of the things that I think is most interesting, if you look at the law library, public access law libraries for New York. If you find yourself in another part of New York and you don't have access to Hofstra's Law Library as an alum, you can actually click on this link and see the public access law libraries that are in your area. Here you get contact information for all of the libraries that are public access in New York. Here's something else I think is pretty interesting. Forms. Click on Forms. I'm going to have you look at some transactional resources in a little bit. Those transactional resources can start here, free of charge. Since surrogate court is listed here, and we discussed surrogate's court earlier in our course, I'm going to go ahead and click on this link and see what's available. It will provide me a list of categories of forms that are provided for New York surrogate's court. These are PDF forms, not fillable forms. This means you're going to have to download them and either type them in, or if you have Adobe Pro, you can actually work through upgrading them to fillable forms. Let's click on Probate. These are forms that are ready to use in probate court in New York. Some of these are actually listed as Word documents or WordPerfect documents. Those are excellent. You can get in and work with those immediately. Now let's go back to the Cornell Legal Information Institute page that deals with New York materials and look at one other thing. I'm going to look at the state government portal. The reason I'm going to do that is because it provides a lot more than just court forms. That state government portal will also get you access to the regulatory agencies that are relevant to the work that you may be doing. As you can see from the screen, the state government portal actually picks up your location using your IP address. I'm currently recording this from beautiful Astoria, New York. To take a look at the state regulatory agency that deals with beer making, distribution, and sale, I'm going to click on Government. And then over on the right, there's a link that says See All Agencies. If I scroll down a bit, I click Show All Agencies, and then I can search liquor. I see that the State Liquor Authority is listed here, and I can actually go directly to the Liquor Authority website. From this website, I can do things like file online permit applications for my client or get information about brand labeling, which we discussed earlier. This is another one of those agency websites that's quite good and would be a perfect place to start if you were looking for ways to represent your client without spending a thin dime besides the money required for the applications. Though I haven't actually spent much time on Cornell's Legal Information Institute website in this video, the important thing I'm doing is using it as a portal for all of the state resources that I'm going to need. Next up, a video on news and current events in your field.